Hello there, Vault Explorers. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Mine has suffered a catastrophic chain failure, and I've got an oil leak, which I suspect is the countershaft oil seal. So I'm gonna break this bike down. I've already got parts loosened up. I'm gonna take the wheel off, gonna take the chain off at the master link, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go through and do all that, but when I gets to this part and I start taking the sprocket off and show you what's going on, that's when I'll start really filming. The piece that I got here's the replacement seal. It's a Honda OEM part. Here's the part number if you guys and girls are interested in it. You can see that, you can freeze frame it. So there's that. And so basically what's been happening is the oil leak is behind here, and I'm 99% sure that that's what it is. It's the oil seal that's that got damaged when the chain got bound up in here, and it got bound up behind the cover here, and I had to destroy the cover. I had to crack it and just break it off to get to it, and then pull the sprocket out with a puller. And it's been leaking oil everywhere, and I kind of realized that, I saw the oil on here, and it's been a couple days, but I didn't have a choice to, I didn't have a choice what to do, so I had to order the part and just wait. But what I didn't realize was the rear brake was getting coated with oil from the chain just slinging oil over to it, and not realizing I've got absolutely no rear brake. The pads are pretty much new, but if I go to jam on if I jammed on the rear brakes by themselves, it's nothing. They just slip over the rotors. And when I brake, I use both evenly, and I just kind of figured, it was working because I was braking fine. I wouldn't say fine, but I was braking. But then at one point I just tried to tap the rear brake in a roundabout, and there was nothing, and I was like, oh my glob. And yeah, and then one thing led to another. So ordered the part finally came, but it's all gunked up and gooey in here and whatnot, and I'm gonna have to clean it out. And that, like I said, when I get to it, that's when I'll start the road video. It's late night now. I'm going to film. I think I'll do it during the day, but I have to get it done before it gets too late at night tomorrow. So we'll just I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear. So anyways, stand by. All right. So as per usual, I got a little overzealous and couldn't stop myself from continuing with the project even this late at night. But it's no big deal because my late nights are actually my my actual work days, so it's no big deal. Rear wheel is off, chain is off. I've got to clean the rotors and replace the disc pads because they're soaked in oil. So what I did was, with the oil, this oil seal here, while it was in, I watched another YouTuber do it. This is not my idea, but if you can see right here, I drilled a small screw into the O-ring seal because it's a O-ring around a metal band basically, and put the screw in. Use a metal screw, or don't use a wood screw, but got a metal screw in there, and then just with a pair of pliers pulled it out, and it came right out, easy peasy. And I'm going to pop that new seal in. This part I'm probably not going to be able to show, but hold on a second here while I'm watching Digstown. All it is the new seal, OEM Honda. I'm gonna throw some grease on it, throw it on there, use a socket, put it on there, get it flush, and then just tap it in and make sure it sits flush. Easy peasy. All right. Okay, Vault Explorers, Improvisatus Maximus is in effect. What we're gonna be doing here is I'm going to be lubing up the O-ring, the new O-ring, seal with some STP grease, and I needed something that would help me set the seal and, you know, set it in place. I don't have any PVC, so I hope Caboose doesn't mind. I took apart his flashlight, and we're gonna give it a couple of whacks and see how it goes. So stand by. Okay, so now that I've got the O-ring properly greased, it's going in just like so. It's kind of hard to see, but it's as flush as it can get right here, and this is a one-time deal. Kit Kat is with me now, helping me film, because Caboose is out on, he's out on a mission patrolling. Is the hammer back there? Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, instead of using a PVC pipe or anything like that, I'm using Caboose's flashlight to set it in. And I'm going to try to show you guys. So all I'm going to do is just tap some there, and hopefully it goes in. And we'll see how it goes. That is how you set an oil seal. All right, all right. So, not that you needed to see an up-close version of what's going on with this seal. It was the process that I wanted you to see, because I've seen a lot of, not a lot of guys, I've seen a couple of guys use a technique of using a PVC pipe and, you know, something else to kind of bump it in. And now it's flush all the way around where it needs to be. And obviously I got to go in and degrease all of this. And in the next couple of rides will be the telltale if this is actually the problem, which I'm fairly certain that it is. But we'll just, you know, have to see. I have to give huge shout out props to the lovely Miss Kit Kat, because like I said, Caboose is out exploring the wastelands on patrol and didn't have time to help me film, and I broke my tripod stand, so I didn't have a way to actually film this. Anyways, so after some degreasing I'll do in the daytime and show you a before and after. Well, this is the before, and then I'll show you the after later. So we'll just go from there. Okay, so here's the bike all put back together, and notice some things that I need to replace. The lower chain guard here, when the chain snapped, broke at the bottom, so now it's basically, not that it's not doing its job, but it's not effectively catching the chain, I guess, at the bottom. But I mean, it'll help with, I guess, side deflection. That's one thing. I do have a new nice CNC chain guard I'm going to put on here. I don't know why people take them off all the time, or they just get destroyed and they don't replace it, whatever. But I got to replace that. I got to replace this chain guard, and I'm not sure if even the oil leak was from that O-ring seal, but it wasn't that hard to put in, so no big deal. It just gave me time to take this thing apart and degrease it. So I sprayed it down with royal purple liquid, whatever, from AutoZone, and I'm gonna hose it off right now, and I'm gonna leave the skid guard off so I can check for any leaks. So one of the things I found on the brakes, when I took the rear brake out, the pad, when this thing was still attached to the you know, that crossbar, but when it lost tension, the brake pad literally just fell off, and it's not even that worn, but it was so saturated with oil, and all the hard braking I was doing, even though it wasn't catching, it was still building up heat, and just warped it, and the pad just was hanging on by sheer willpower. But got some new pads in there. These were an aftermarket set of pads anyways, and I had to grind down the top to make them fit. But I actually bought a pair of Caltrac brake pads, and they fit the aftermarket. Calipers just fine. This is the third day after changing out the O-ring seal on the counter shaft, the sprocket counter shaft. I think that's right. And my biggest thing was checking for oil. So what I've done is put some cardboard underneath and gonna check it. And in the morning, I just got back from a ride, a night ride for about 4 hours of riding. Pretty hard riding too, around town. I got on the freeway a little bit. So in the morning, the wrap up of this video will be to check the oil or check the cardboard underneath to see if there's any oil drips, to see if the O-ring seal and my technique using that flashlight, tube handle worked. And that'll be a success story or a lesson learned, or both. We'll just see. So stand by. Good news, there is no leak. I did have a little bit of gunk build up here over the last couple days, but it was from spraying the chain down with the chain wax lube for O-rings, and it just kind of piled up there. And I thought maybe there might be still some small seepage, but the operation was a success. Hope you found this information useful. If you guys and girls ever run into the problem of getting your chain broken off, snapped off, and jammed in here, and you develop an oil leak, chances are it's going to be your counter shaft oil seal. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. All right.